Castlelyons in County Cork. The name Castlelyons is derived from the Irish Castlán Olihan, or Castle of the Olihan territory. This small village near the town of Fermoy in North County Cork is home to many pieces of historic architecture. Among these are the ruins of a Carmelite friary built by William de Barra in 1307. De Barra's descendants went on to build the Barrymore Castle and the Barrymore Mausoleum, which was built for the 4th Earl of Barrymore. In 1621, the 1st Earl of Barrymore built his castle on the ancient site of the Olihan Castle. This new castle became home to a succession of Barrymore Earls until it was accidentally ruined by fire in 1771. The ruins of the castle stand today, offering a glimpse into the building's impressive past. When looking through a north-facing window of an upper story of the castle, the 4th Earl of Barrymore would have been able to see the graveyard in which his mausoleum now stands. Built in 1747, just a few years before the castle burnt down, the mausoleum is a striking building, accompanied in the ancient graveyard by another slightly smaller mausoleum, and the ruins of a Church of Ireland church, which was also built by the Barrymores in the 1770s. The building is square in plan, with a lean-to addition to the rear. This lean-to covers a staircase which leads down to the burial chamber. The entrance is of Venetian style. The round-headed doorway is flanked on either side by sidelights with carved limestone cornicing above them. The smooth carved finish of the breakfront and doorway is set off by the coarse rubble limestone construction of the rest of the walls. The hip slate roof runs down to carved limestone eaves detail on the front and sides of the building. The south and north elevations of the building are completely plain, coarse rubble limestone, except for oculi, which are framed by red brick with limestone voussoirs, which divide the circles into quarters. The interior of the building is a single room, with tiled floor, rendered and painted walls, and vaulted ceiling. As you stand in the doorway, there is a carved marble monument directly in front of you, set into a round-headed recess, having moulded impost and impost course, with similar on the side elevations. The monument depicts the torso of the 4th Earl of Barrymore, accompanied by angels to both sides, and set in a roundel, with engaged Corinthian columns and inscribed plaque between them. This elaborate sculpted monument was carved by David Sheehan and John Hockton of Dublin, and is of high artistic merit. Surprisingly little work has been carried out on the building in its 270-year history. The most significant work carried out has been periodic refurbishment of the wrought iron decorative features on the oculi, doorway and sidelights. Despite being exposed to the elements, the interior of the building is in remarkably good condition, suffering only from flaking paint. This is testament to the workmanship and quality of construction. Conversely, the most prominent building in the graveyard, the ruined church, is in far worse state and has only been disused since the 1960s. The other mausoleum on the site, belonging to the Paird family, is also in a poorer state of repair. While still mostly intact on the outside, the interior render has all but disintegrated, leaving the stonework exposed. This may also be due in part to the more open front elevation facing south, allowing southwest prevailing wind to drive in rain, and also increasing the interior's exposure to ultraviolet rays from sunlight. The Barrymore Mausoleum overcomes this issue by having its more open front facade facing east, with the side elevation taking the brunt of the weather. The wooden door at the entrance to the burial chamber staircase was also positioned on the north elevation to to protect it from wind-driven rain. To find out more about the Barrymore Mausoleum, visit barrymore-mausoleum.weebly.com. There you'll find useful links and a full gallery of images.